Have you ever wondered if the history you were taught in school is the whole truth? What if some of the most famous stories, the ones that define historical figures and entire eras, are actually clever fabrications designed to mislead and manipulate? Today, we peel back the layers of one of history's most enduring myths, revealing a truth that has been intentionally buried for centuries. Close your eyes and picture Napoleon Bonaparte. What do you see? A tiny, furious man, hand tucked into his waistcoat, seething with ambition to compensate for his short stature. This is the image that has been burned into our collective consciousness. Little Boney, the diminutive dictator. We've been told he was a man driven by a deep-seated insecurity over his height, a phenomenon so famous it even spawned a psychological term, the Napoleon complex. This portrayal has defined his legacy, reducing a complex historical figure to a simple caricature. But this image, this fundamental fact about one of history's most formidable leaders, is a complete and utter lie. The evidence that dismantles this myth is as clear as it is surprising. Let's start with the numbers. Napoleon's official height, recorded upon his death, was 5 feet 2 inches. But here is the crucial detail history books often omit. This measurement used the old French system, where a French inch was longer than a British inch. When converted to modern imperial units, Napoleon's height was actually around 5 feet 7 inches. This was not only average, but slightly taller than the average Frenchman of the early 19th century. So where did the tiny tyrant narrative come from? It was a masterful piece of wartime propaganda, engineered by his greatest enemies, the British. During the Napoleonic Wars, British cartoonists, most notably James Gillray, waged a campaign to belittle their formidable foe. They relentlessly depicted him as a comically small and petulant child, a visual metaphor designed to diminish his power and make him seem less threatening to the British public. The lie was so effective that it outlived the man himself, becoming accepted as historical fact. The impact of this deception extends far beyond a simple misunderstanding of a historical figure's physical attributes. This fabricated narrative has profoundly shaped our perception of Napoleon for over 200 years. By focusing on a non-existent physical flaw, it conveniently distracts from his true legacy. It overshadows his genius as a military strategist, his revolutionary administrative reforms, and the creation of the Napoleonic Code, which remains the foundation for the legal systems of dozens of countries today. The Napoleon complex itself is a legacy of this lie, a pop psychology term built on a false premise. It demonstrates the immense power of propaganda to not only win wars but to write history, reducing a towering figure of the 19th century to a modern punchline. So the next time you encounter a well-worn tale from the annals of history, pause and question its origins. Ask yourself not just what the story says, but who it serves and what it might be hiding. The past is filled with whispers and shadows, and the truth is often waiting just beneath the surface, ready for those who are brave enough to look for it. History is not just what happened, it is who gets to tell the story.